Let me talk to y'all. I want to know why people hate doing things alone. Say if you went to a restaurant and you've been eating by yourself, people will probably look at you and be like, wow, why that person eating by themselves? They must don't have any friends. But no, they may have friends. They may want to do stuff alone because I'm a person of this too, that like to do stuff alone because you know why? It's because I don't have no friends. That's why I like to do stuff alone. But the real reason is that, let me put this together for y'all. Y'all might have a couple of friends, say if y'all want to go eat or do anything, or y'all want to go hang out, and you think that's going to make it fun because you hanging out with your friends. Well, if you get friends that you grew up with that you don't hang out with as much. So when you try to hang out with them, they always say they got something to do or they can never do it. So in reality, you're going to be upset because the friend that you used to look forward to going out with, they never have any time for you. Remember, what's the important thing I just said in this world? That you can't get back is time. And you just realized what I just said. Your friend doesn't have time for you. So, let's take that analogy. They don't have time. I don't have time. So that's why you do stuff alone. Because you don't have time to wait on somebody or do anything. Or you could take that with a situation in life. When you dealing with somebody, your homeboy, your homegirl, and y'all cool, y'all friends, but you always helping your friend out, but they don't have time for you. So why you gonna make time for them? So sometimes you gotta be alone to get more stuff accomplished, because when you rely on people and you put your trust and faith in people always disappoint you. So that's why you like doing stuff alone. You like going shopping alone. You like going to the movies alone. You like going to eat alone. I know, I feel y'all, because at the end of the day, you ain't got time. Because when you rely on people and wait on people, and you see when you rely and wait on people, people disappoint you all the time. And I always say, a disappointment is more worse than a heartbreak at the end of the day, because you used to look up to this person, look forward to hanging out with this person. So I get it. I understand why y'all do stuff alone. Because at the end of the day, me, myself, and I, that's who I got until the very end. And that's real. You know, that's a Beyonce song. I ain't gonna cap, man. I don't listen to Beyonce and all that, but that's my favorite Beyonce song, Me, Myself, and I. But let's go back to the topic. It's cool to do stuff alone, because at the end of the day, don't nobody got your back but you. And people might look at you weird, like he must don't have no friends. But they don't know your circumstances or situation. You might not want to have no friends because that's the reason why. You know, you ain't got time for friends being there half the time and stuff like that. You want a solid friend that's there 100% of the time. So, if they don't know how to value your time, any situation, you don't need to be there. Do it alone. That's all right. It might take you longer. And they always say, but you need a team. That's true. You do need a team. But if you ain't got no team, what you gonna do? You gonna ball out by yourself. You gonna be your own one-man army or one-woman army. It don't matter. Because at the end of the day, you rather be alone because people ain't solid. That don't make you a bad person because you rather be alone. You just see the situation for what it is and see how people are. So when you go out to eat by yourself, Don't you have a good time when you eat by yourself? When you go shopping by yourself? Don't you have a good time when you shopping by yourself? When you do anything, don't you have a good time? What's the point of somebody tagging along with you if they don't mean you no good? If you can keep your peace and be alone and ain't got to deal with a fake friend, you can give me that decision any day. I take that all the time. It wouldn't even be close about a tough decision. I take that. That's a no-brainer. You feel me? So at the end of the day, let me tell you about stuff, because sometimes you got to be your one-man army. Because when you rely on people and you don't want to do it yourself, you're going to start realizing that you can't put your trust in people. You ain't got all day. People waste your time. And you'll be waiting all day, waiting on somebody else. So with that being said, because I wasted a whole couple of years relying on people when I did music. I was trying to have people promote my music, stuff like that, because I was trying to get my music out. Because I got a song called Skip, I Be Snapping, SNAPPIN, on YouTube. I got a song, and I was trying to have people push it. They was taking too long, and I was trying to have them push it. So I start realizing that you can't rely on people. You got to be your one-man army. You got to be self-made by yourself. Because at the end of the day, people waste your time, and everybody not happy for you. So why hang around phony people if they not happy for you? So I learned that you can do stuff by yourself. If you ain't got a team to do stuff by yourself, they always say you need a team. What's up? They always say you need a team, but if you ain't got no team, what you gonna do? I'm gonna go out there by myself. I got confidence. Because you don't need nobody to do nothing. Because if you need somebody to do something, you're making excuses. Oh man, I was gonna go work out, but I can't go work out because I need my workout friend to go work out with me. That means I don't want to work out. If I want to work out, I'll be able to do it by myself. I don't need nobody if I really want to do it. Because, man, I got to go work out. It's been week 1. I still ain't worked out yet. Man, my homeboy ain't shit. He said he was going to work out with me. We ain't want to work out. Now I ain't got no accountability. I'll keep blaming my homeboy. I ain't gonna never get it done. If my homeboy don't never show up to work out, or homegirl or whatever, I ain't gonna never get it done. Because I'm relying on somebody else. So, and I had to learn that sometimes you gotta do it yourself. Sometimes you gotta be alone. Because you'll be waiting all day, waiting on people. Because people don't see the same vision as you. And I had to learn that. You see me out here doing videos? I used to have people do skits for me, but it started getting hectic. And it started stressing me out because I was waiting on people to do skits and help me. But you see what I'm doing now? I'm doing it myself. If I didn't do it myself, I ain't gonna get nothing done. So you might want to go out to eat. You might want to go out to the movies. You might want to go out bowling. Shoot, you can bowl by yourself. You can pretend like you the other person. Don't even matter. Because at the end of the day, don't miss out on your fun because you waiting on somebody else or your success and your blessings. So I can see why people rather be alone, or people frowning upon people being alone, but they don't understand. You're so peaceful and joyful because you figured it out by yourself. So if you want to go see a movie and you want to take somebody with you to go see the movie and they don't show up, you ain't gonna never see the movie. So at the end of the day, you can go to the movies by yourself. You can go out to eat by yourself. Because at the end of the day, you want to see that movie and you want to eat that meal. So I understand why You ain't got time to wait on nobody. Because you take your time valuable. So if they don't value your time, your friends, tell them do this. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back. No, it's like, no, I'm just playing. But let me talk back to the video. So, I get it. Because there's a lot of us in the world that wants to be alone. Because we don't like wasting time no more. We don't have time for that. So if you don't understand that, and you want to keep making excuses and don't want to make time for your friends, take the situation for what it is. Go eat alone. Go do a lot of stuff. I don't care what you do, but if it makes you happy, and if being with a friend or hanging out with a friend makes you miserable, it ain't nothing good out hanging out with this friend, there's always a headache, then you're going to afford to be alone. And you like being alone because it's peaceful. You don't want nobody to get on your nerves or it's a headache when you go somewhere with this person. Just do it alone. Because at the end of the day, if they don't get it and they like to waste time or they standing you up, your homegirls or your homeboys, or they never had time to hang out no more, hang out on your own. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And you're not weird for hanging out on your own. Because at the end of the day, those people that got friends probably got people that ain't even solid. Those friends ain't even solid for real. Now, if you got you some solid friends, keep hanging out with them. You know who's solid and you know who ain't. But if you surrounded by a bunch of people that ain't solid, you gotta walk alone because ain't no choice. I don't blame you for walking alone. And this will save you a bunch of time once you watch this video, because that's the new message, man. Sometimes you gotta do it alone. Because you might be holding your dreams back, your success back, because you worried about, oh, I gotta do something with my boy. I gotta do something with my homegirl. We supposed to do this together. We got a new group or we got a company we want to run, but my homegirl, she tripping on it. We supposed to been started. You ain't gonna never start. Because at the end of the day, you waiting on somebody. Stop waiting on people. Because I learned that the hard way. You'll be all day waiting on people. So if they don't see your vision and they don't want to move, who got you better than yourself? Don't nobody get you better than yourself. You see what I'm saying? So if you want to go to the gym and you motivated, you really want to go to the gym, you don't need nobody to go to the gym with you. If you want to go to the studio and be the best rapper, you don't need no homeboy to go to the studio with you. If you want to be a successful businesswoman or businessman, you don't need nobody to talk that into you. Once you start your journey and you take off, woo, they're going to be in their feelings because they weren't there with you. They didn't want to put the time in with you. But you couldn't fail yourself. So that's why it's important sometimes to be alone. And some people just hate being alone because they insecure and they worry about what somebody else think. But sometimes you got to be alone and handle business. Sometimes company don't mean you no good. I'm just keeping it real. Some people company don't mean you no good. So if it don't mean you no good, ain't no peace, stay away from that person. Let them reinvent themselves or change or be stuck in their ways. You can't change nobody that's stuck in their ways. You can only change what you can change. So with that being said, ain't nothing wrong with being alone, man. Because some people hate being alone. But maybe it was convenient for them. You see what I'm saying? Maybe the person gets life that's alone. Maybe they get it. They don't want to be around no fake people no more. So they rather go eat alone. They rather go to the movies alone. They rather go shopping alone. They rather do a lot of things alone. Because at the end of the day, people don't want to see you win anyway. So why you want that negative energy around you? People want to hate on you. And they really not your friend deep down inside. Because they can't even make time for you. If somebody was really solid and was down for you and wanted to make time for you as a friend, they would do that. So when they be talking all this excuses, making excuses, you can make excuses too. But it's going to hurt when you make excuses. You're going to be in your feelings when you make excuses. When you try to give your friend your time and they weren't messing with it, you try to give your friend your time. But now when they want to hang out, now you go out your way to not make time. I know that's petty, but I'm just stating the real. That's how I go. Sometimes you could just be alone and you could just be you. And ain't nothing wrong with that. We gotta stop thinking alone is bad. Because sometimes alone is good. If you can keep your peace. You feel me? So, when you doing things alone, trying to be successful, everybody might not be on that same journey as you. So you may have to do it alone. And that's okay. Because the people that don't see your vision, they don't see your vision. You know who sees your vision? You. So, if you gotta be a one-man army for a minute, one-woman army for a minute, do it. Lock in. Let's get it. Lock in. Do your research. And about the time they see what you're doing, you so far gone, they can't even keep up. You know what I'm saying? So that's my situation. On that take about, why do people hate seeing people alone? It's not a bad thing. They ain't hurt nobody. They more better off because they minding their business. People don't know how to mind their business no more. Social media just changed everything. People don't know how to mind their business. But sometimes that's good to mind your business, you know? You got a business, she got a business, he got a business. You in your own lane. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I said in the previous, if you go bowling, bowl by yourself if you can't find nobody to bowl. They don't want to go bowl with you. Get 2 lanes. You in your own 2 lanes. But you minding yours. You see how that go? So, that's my take on that, man. And I want to know how y'all feel about that situation. Do I got a point? Or if I'm tripping. But ain't nothing wrong with that. So you got to change your mindset. Because whatever makes you happy. You don't want to be miserable over happy. Always remember that there's a difference. Don't be stressing yourself out if you don't have to. Because you'll be all day waiting on people. And that's the key knowledge that I'm trying to give y'all in this video. Something valuable for y'all. Because you'll be all day. Sometimes you got to be your own one-man army or one-woman army to get success. And that's good. So don't be afraid to be alone, to walk alone for a minute. I'm walking alone right now, having a good time. I'm having some fun. Sometimes it's fun. See, I'm changing my mindset. It's not a bad thing. I'm having fun. So, if you can have fun being alone, and it don't complicate things, and don't make your life miserable, be alone. If you don't have time to wait on nobody, and you don't want to spoil your fun, and now you done miss stuff going on in your life because you waiting on somebody, get up and go do it. By yourself if you have to. You feel me? Go see that movie by yourself. Go to Chili's or go wherever you like to eat by yourself. If you grown, if you're 21, older, sit at the bar. Do it. I used to do it all the time. I used to have a good time too. So, don't be afraid to be alone. Some people may look at you weird, but so what? Ain't nothing gonna be perfect to people. Ain't nothing gonna never be perfect to nobody. So you can't be asking for everybody's approval. So with that being said, I want y'all next time to go out. If you got tickets to a concert or whatever, your homeboy or homegirl ain't going, don't be like, oh, I'm not gonna go to the concert because my homeboy and homegirl ain't going. Go to that concert, have fun, man. Bro or sis or whoever, go have fun. It'll be a next time. If it don't, at least you have fun. The choice is all yours and nobody else's choice. So at least you have fun on your own choice and didn't put your faith in nobody else's choice. You see how that go? So I had to learn. You'll be all day or you'll be stuck because you waiting on somebody. If stuff ain't going out the way you planned it, start taking matters into your own hands. What's wrong with that? Start moving. Even if you got to move on your own. Start moving. And watch you see how better you're going to become and how better off you're going to be because you started to move. You moved on your own. You weren't waiting on nobody. Stop waiting on somebody to hand you something because you started feeling like you're entitled. You waiting on somebody else. Stop feeling like you're entitled and get your own and move. So at the end of the day, that's my take on that. And let me know if I got a point or if I'm tripping. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one. We're going to have some fun on the next one. Let's go.